Hi guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are watching season 2, episode 2 of For All Mankind. I can't believe that we're on season 2 already. It feels crazy that we've just raced past season 1 and are now on season 2. It's hard for me to comprehend. I feel like this show is just going so fast and so much stuff is happening, and I'm just trying to hold on and catch all of it. So we are now in 1983, I believe. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of things have changed. Tracy and Gordo no longer together. Ed is now, what is he? An admiral, I think. For NASA, there's just him and Karen have a new child. They adopted a daughter. So that happened. And what else? There's a whole giant solar radiation thing happening, and we kind of left on a cliffhanger. And we got to see how Molly's doing and Wovo, or whatever his name is. So, without any further rambling by me, let's get into it and find out. How would it feel?
I knew Wobo was in trouble, but it wasn't safe to proceed with the rescue until the storm was over.
Oh, so she's lying.
So I waited
She's lying.
2 hours, 45 minutes. I waited.
You made the right call, Molly. The approved amount of radiation for a 6-month tour is 20 rems. Your dosimeter's at 90.
Well, almost finished mapping the southern ridge of Stafford. I know there's lithium there.
Let someone else do it.
My decision is final. We leave at 0900.
Good job, Ellen. I approve.
And Wobo?
He's never coming back.
I mean, she also was exposed, so she's just lying. So, they said almost certainly he'll develop cancer. Isn't it weird that, we treat cancer with radiation, but if you get too much radiation, it gives you cancer?
I'll alert Guam to implement nuclear transportation guidelines.
That'll have to be approved by the Pentagon first.
That'll take weeks. We'll miss the launch date. I don't want Jamestown stuck in the dark because of red tape.
Well, I don't want that either, Margot, but it is protocol. And we may be back to DEFCON 5, but we still need to remain vigilant.
Good morning.
So, the hire is, good?
After this storm fiasco, the president thinks it's prudent to ease tensions with the Soviets, show Americans he's a man of peace.
Sticking missiles on Pathfinder is probably not the best way to do that.
I know. That's on hold.
The way he said that was so funny. Sorry.
An American astronaut and a Soviet cosmonaut coming together to show our common purpose with a handshake in space.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Could have been Mikhail and Ed back in the day.
Tom, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but we've got a lot on our plate right now, so planning a PR stunt that's never gonna happen isn't exactly high on my priority list.
You'll figure out something. It's what you do.
That guy is so annoying, Tom. I like how I'm just now learning his name.
I hereby relieve you as commander of Jamestown.
I am here.
I stand relief.
Yeah.
Good luck down there.
Thanks. Oh, and almost forgot the most important thing.
What are these for?
The liquor cabinet.
I was right there.
One day. One day you'll get it, buddy boy.
Ed has the high score. Are we gonna get some chroma?
Hi, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, hi. They still say hi, Bob. Why is that so cute?
Oh, it had character.
It had roaches.
Roaches have character.
I miss the pool table.
You never played the pool table.
I love the pool table and the old chairs.
Oh, I love those old chairs, the way they would wobble ever so slightly.
Yeah, you sure wobbled out of plenty of them.
That's true as fuck. Oh, her wine looks good. That's a nice wine glass.
I'm trying to get back to my old self,
Yeah.
honestly. Which is
Hard.
why I,
She wants to come back from NASA?
What?
I want to go back.
Back where?
Jamestown.
Oh, she wants to go to the moon.
It has been 9 years since any of us have been up there, and
Oh, none of them ever went
it's
back.
time. I want to see how it's changed. I want to see what it's become.
Well, you know what it's become. I mean, you helped design the damn thing.
But
It's not
she
the same
hasn't
thing.
seen it in person.
I want to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
I want to suit up in the morning, put my boots in the moon dust, see the sun rise over Shackleton again. Don't y'all miss it?
I don't know that Gordo does.
Come on, Ed. You're telling me you don't ever think about going back? I mean, we were there before there was a there. Don't y'all want to see what we started?
Not really.
No.
Well, I do. But I will not spend the rest of my life just sitting around saying, you remember this? You remember that?
She wants to make more memories. I think that's fair.
Put in the paperwork tomorrow.
They seem pretty young still.
Really?
I think Ed misses it
Thank
too.
you.
Look at him.
Danny.
I like that they still have that bond after all these years and like they get together and drink. Wayne.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. They won't even notice.
Yeah.
I really don't think she's okay. So she's hiding the Annapolis thing. Who's he?
6:20. Time for me to go. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
so he has a
Well,
relationship.
Ellen, it was very nice to meet you.
You too. Sure, I'll see you around.
Yep. See you around.
Who's Larry's man?
Larry Wilson. Is this serious?
It's. I mean, not really. I like him, but I don't know. Anyway, what about you? The way to Mars isn't through Houston.
It's through Washington.
That's my girl. Have a great day.
Oh, because of politics. I assume.
What's this about?
Oh, sorry, he was just saying it was regarding Alita Rosales.
Later.
Should I have known who that is?
No, it's just someone I knew from a long time ago. Thank you.
Okay, so she hasn't kept in touch with her?
What is that?
His mug.
You stole Ed McMahon's mug?
I sure did.
Wow, well, that's really...
Mr. De Cordova, that's Johnny's producer. He had a great idea about maybe shooting a few segments while I'm up at Jamestown.
I need you to be less concerned with Johnny and more focused on the program right now.
Oh, it'd be great for the program, Ed. And give kids a close-up look at the moon and all the amazing things we're doing up there.
Yeah, that's all well and good, Trace, but you launched in less than a month and you just missed your third sim. So.
I know. I'm sorry, Ed. I just got the schedule mixed up with all the celebrating that Sam and I have been doing. I've just been a little distracted.
Yeah, saw that. That was...
I think she just
Really
chose
something.
not to go.
Well, guess I'll head over to Sim.
Yeah.
Is there a problem, Ed?
Nope.
You can't just be happy for me.
You didn't have to announce it on national TV, Trace.
All right, so this is about Gordo, because it always is.
Well, he deserved to know.
I don't remember you being concerned about what I deserved to know when Gordo was fucking all those Cape cookies in Florida.
Come on.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ed. Yeah, tell all those new recruits about them good old days.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
But she's the one who chose to forgive him for that, you know? Gordo. I mean, she knew when they got together at the end of last season. Got back together. It wasn't one of the kids.
Get out of here. Come here. Ah, so good to have you back, Danny.
I was gonna say, it seems like it would be Danny.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
Just because
Jimmy.
I remember that one of their kids was named Danny.
Damn. Danny? My boy.
Stop being weird, Mom.
Trace.
Gordo?
No. I want to make a toast.
Dad, no, you really don't have to.
No. Just let me do this. Congratulations.
Okay, good.
I'm happy for you. Sam he's a good guy.
Thanks, Gordo.
Trace. Probably could have done a lot better. But it's no accounting for taste.
There he is. There he is. All right.
God.
Isn't Baldwin wearing real
He was
glasses?
fucking struggling with those glasses, wasn't he?
We say what we got to say to the docs. I get it.
Lie to a NASA flight surgeon? That would not be correct procedure, sir.
No, I mean, Molly Cobb would never go against procedure.
Never.
Preposterous.
No way. I'm fine. Ed. What about you? Don't you miss it being up there?
Yeah, I miss it. Not as much as I thought I would.
When Pathfinder's your baby, you're okay with someone else taking her up?
I've had all the time up there that I need.
I mean, he was up there by himself for a long ass time.
All of a sudden, that tail hook grabs onto that cable and it just stops. Cold. Right there in front of you. Never seen anything like it.
So does she want Annapolis? Kind of seems like it.
You got to move on. She has. You got a good job. Your boys are growing up strong. You almost got all of your hair left.
He's got too much hair. He needs to cut it.
Shit.
I mean, he does have to go around talking about a lie. Like, he's most famous for something that didn't even happen. You know?
Hey, come on, bud. Get up, get up.
Sometimes it helps.
All right.
Honestly, I would not mind going into the middle of like a field and just yelling. Probably make me cough at the moment since I'm still a little sick, but be cathartic.
I'm leaving the program.
Aw.
You're leaving the program? Fuck that.
Maybe he...
I need to do what's best for
No,
me
you're
and my
taking the
family.
easy way out. That's what you're doing.
No, Molly.
Let him...
If I only have a couple of more years left, I want
That's
to spend them
bullshit.
down
You
here.
don't know that. Nobody does.
Molly.
You don't give up, Wubbo. You keep fighting.
Sorry you feel this way, Molly.
Let him make his own choices.
Thank you.
I get that she's doing it because she's projecting how she's feeling onto him. But, you know, he probably does only have a few years left. And I think if he wants to spend that with his family, then that's good.
You know why they moved up the meeting?
Probably Ed.
Good morning, everyone.
He's using the cup.
Get to it.
He's using the cup Tracy stole for him.
Danielle Poole will be joining the crew of STS-83 Romeo. Congratulations. He's headed back to Jamestown.
So happy for you,
He's gonna send Gordo too.
Oh, and one more thing. Captain Gordo Stevens will be joining her.
I knew it. Sorry, Gary. Just not your moment to shine.
Man, Gordo's back. You must be flipping out.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good for Gordo. I do.
Congratulations, Captain. I'm not going back up, Ed. I can't. You know I can't. Wow. That's not up to you. I decide who goes up when. Remember?
You got this.
Mind if I bum one of those?
I love the music of the show. Whoever chooses the soundtrack is like... So I think that was another really good episode of the show. It made me tear up, but it did not make me cry. And I don't think I raged, so this is maybe a first for this show. No, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm trying to think. So I'm worried about Molly and Gordo the most at the moment, I think. I agree with Ed that I think that sending Gordo back up so that his last experience, like let's say this is his last experience in space. I don't know that for sure. But I think that he needs a better memory than his last memory. And it seems like in the 9 intervening years since what happened, that they've gotten like a more stable routine in place to send people, keep people, send them back, right? So it doesn't seem like another situation where they would get stuck and be trapped up there. Also, I think that for Gordo, aside from needing a better memory, well, kind of on the same vein, I guess, it's like, it seems like maybe being up there and doing something useful, doing something helpful, like actually, what am I trying to say? I think that for him being up there and feeling useful, feeling like he's contributing something, feeling like he's a part of something that's like useful is going to be beneficial to his mental health and to just him in this current moment, right? Because he feels, like he said in the scene with Ed on the side of the road, like he feels stuck. He feels like he hasn't done anything useful and that he's kind of stuck in this pattern of like failure, I guess, maybe. Whereas this will give him a chance to succeed again and succeed in a different way, and maybe he won't have to just go on a talking tour of his most heroic moment that never happened, that's constantly reminding him of a failure that he had. Maybe instead he can do something that contributes and can feel good about himself and his mission, and when he comes home he won't be stuck in that same sort of cycle where his brain is telling him that he's a failure, you know? So I think it'll be good for him. I think it'll be good for Danielle. I think that based off what we know of her and Clayton's story, that Clayton most likely died of something self-inflicted. I think that he was never himself after he came back, like she said. I think that what we saw of her talking to him last season when she was in space and he was home, it seemed like he wasn't doing well. And I think that it'll be really good for Danielle to get to go back up and maybe distract herself from that and like find a way to move forward with that, and maybe also just to have a better experience, because they really were stuck up there and like they really did go through like some shit, and she was also going through worrying because she wasn't even on the planet and Clayton was like not doing well. So I think that this will be a good trip for her to maybe like have a good time and like heal. Like, I know it kind of sounds like I'm like, they're gonna go on vacation to the moon and it's gonna be great because they need a vacation. But what I'm trying to say is that like, I think that for both of them, there's unfinished business on the moon. And I think that this, what is it? Jamestown 91 is going to give them an opportunity to heal from past trauma and maybe start to move forward. I don't know why it took me so many words to say that, but yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I'm also worried about Molly because she lied, which Ed knows she lied. I'm glad that somebody does, but I think that, so for Molly, what I worry about is that she's in denial and that she's not going to accept the truth of the situation, which is that she was exposed to an incredibly dangerous amount of radiation, and that there will be, not might be, will be physical repercussions to that amount of radiation. Like, will it kill her? Signs point to yes. And I think that she doesn't want to give up going back to the moon. But I think that it's going to be really interesting to see what she chooses going forward, because I remember in season 1, she had a conversation with Ed when they were up there about being selfish, right? And like needing selfish people to like push the human race forward, right? That she knew that her being up there terrified Wayne, but she was willing to pretend that she didn't know that so that she could go up there. I'm curious if she's going to be willing to sacrifice time with Wayne to continue going up there, knowing that she has a limited amount of time left. Although, that being said, you guys, like, we can't predict the future. Like, none of us. Like, none of us really know how much time we have left, regardless of anything. Like, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. The next hour is not guaranteed, you know? I always think that it's the hubris of, the height of hubris to plan, right? Which humans, we're always planning. We're always planning for the future and what we're going to do next month or next year or whenever. And I don't know. I always just think how bold of any of us to think we know what the future holds for even a second. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting off track. Something else I really enjoyed in this episode, was Karen and Wayne's relation. I just love them just sitting in the golf cart, getting high, like chilling out. Like, I want to hang out with them, you know? Like, I want to hang out with them. Also, maybe I should look it up because I thought DEF CON 3 was like, we're going up to 5, but now they're like, oh, we're back at DEF CON 5. So is like, does that mean the DEF CON 1 is like, shit's happening? And we're going down from 5 to 1, and like 1's the dangerous one? Because I didn't know that. Like, I was thinking like we were going up. I guess it doesn't really matter because 3, where we were in the last episode, is still in the middle between 1 and 5. But I just thought we were going the opposite direction that we were going. Glasses, aka Tom, continues to bother me. Like, he's annoying. I don't feel the need to like elaborate too much further. I'm interested in what Ellen is gonna do now that she's home. Like, I wonder how much we're gonna see of her. And I wonder if we're going to see her explore relationships. It's interesting that we met Larry's man in this episode. I don't know if they're dating, so maybe his boyfriend, maybe just, you know, his friend with some benefits. But I thought it was interesting how we saw that sort of dynamic. Obviously, I don't think Larry would have any problem with Ellen having the same dynamic. I just wonder if Ellen would be able to find somebody who would be as okay with that dynamic as Larry's mystery man seems to be, right? Also, it seems like Larry has gotten a bit more reckless in these 9 years, because 9 years ago, I feel like he would not have been inviting this man over at all. And now he's like, you know what, I gotta live my life, which good for him. I'm here for it. But I wonder if we're gonna see Pam. I don't think Pam would be okay with this arrangement. She wasn't 9 years ago. I don't think she's going to be okay with it now. If not, I hope that Ellen can find someone that will make her happy, because I think she deserves that. Also, like, can I just say that I thought it was so cute when they had the little high bob moment between Danielle and Ed and Gordo. Like, it got my heart. It seems to me like they're kind of hinting that Kelly really wants to go to Annapolis, and I wonder if we're going to see her make that choice in the next couple episodes, because we saw Danny had just come back from Annapolis, and when they were having that conversation in the back of the truck, she just seemed very much like set on that. Like, she seemed very intrigued by what he was saying. So I'm curious if that's where she's going to want to go, and if that's going to create some sort of drama between Ed and Karen, because they were all talking about what college she wanted to go to, and Karen was pushing her thing, and Ed was kind of pushing his thing, and ultimately it should be Kelly's decision, but we'll see. I'm kind of sad that Ed is not going to go back up with Gordo and Danielle, but maybe at some point we'll see that, and we're just not seeing it right now. I think that would be cool to see, because, I don't know. Although I kind of like Ed here and safe, but it seems like, again, like I said, it seems safer now than it was before, so they've kind of like done it quite a few times now, so I don't know. I wonder if Gordo will see any more red blinking lights when he's up there. I know I said I would, but I might not give up on this alien theory. That's all I'm going to say about it, though. That's all I'm going to say. The last thing I think I want to talk about is, what's her name? Margot got a call from Aleda, which it seems like she has not been in contact with her. She hasn't talked to her in these intervening 9 years. So I'm very curious as to what's going to happen there. Like, is Aleida interested in coming to the program? Like, who is Aleida now? Like, I hope that we get to see her maybe in the next episode and we get some of these answers, because yeah, it seems like Margot hasn't seen her or talked to her since the early 70s. So very curious how that is going to go. I hope that we see Aleida the astronaut at some point. You know, because it was her mother's dream and her dream to accomplish her mother's dream. So I just think it would be really special. Anyway, I think that's all that I have to say about this episode. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see the next one right now, you can over on Patreon, which is linked in the description down below. While you're over there, you can also see my entire full-length reaction to this episode and all the episodes that I've watched thus far of For All Mankind. Those are over there as well. Hopefully, by the time I record the next one, I'm like fully not sick anymore. This has been like 2.5 weeks of my life. 3. I'm really tired of it. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next time for more For All Mankind. Until then, bye guys.